Hey guys, welcome back to the Bodhi tree where enlightenment is guaranteed. For those who are new to this channel, this is Shekhar. I've done my BTech as well as MTech from IIT Madras and I've scored a 770 out of 800 in the old edition GMAT. In this video, we are going to see how the GMAT Focus Edition adaptive test format works. How does it work and how you need to beat it. Any doubts, any kind of doubts, anytime, ask them in the comment section below. This is an important video because the adaptive format has changed. The old edition GMAT had a different adaptive format. The new one has a different format. Because of this, your test taking strategy changes, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video. Stay tuned till the very end because we are going to discuss something new at the end. And any kind of doubt, as usual, ask them in the comment section below. Let's continue with the video. We are going to start with what's new in the GMAT Focus Edition. What has changed from the exam point of view, from the sections point of view. So as everyone knows, this is a basic thing that we need to understand. Reason being, whatever exam you are targeting, be it GMAT, be it GRE, be it TOEFL, be it IELTS, you need to know what is the exam structure for that particular exam. So the GMAT Focus Edition has 3 sections. Earlier GMAT, the old edition, had 4 sections. So quantitative reasoning, which is 21 questions, 45 minutes, verbal reasoning 23 questions, 45 minutes, and data insights 20 questions, 45 minutes, replaces integrated reasoning and overlaps with quant. So those who are familiar with data interpretation, that is DI as we call it in the Indian MBA exams, it's similar to data insights, right? Key changes, there's no more AWA, there is no SS section in GMAT. The test duration has been reduced from 3 plus hours to 2 hours 15 minutes, that is 135 minutes. Also, you can now review and edit up to 3 answers per section. So these are the 3 sections and you can change the answers to at max 3 questions per section, right? Adaptive format remains but works differently, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video. Alright, any kind of doubts, ask them in the comment section below. Alright guys, let's continue with the video. So what exactly is the meaning of adaptive test or how the format works? And in the next slide what we will see is how does the adaptive test algorithm work. Alright, let's continue with the video. It's still a computer adaptive test, that is CAT. Questions change difficulty based on your answers. If you mark something correct, you have given the right answer to a particular question, based on that the next questions difficulty level changes. Higher accuracy, harder questions, and higher score potential. Alright, lower accuracy means if the next question is an easier one, there is a high possibility that the previous answer was marked wrong. But see, this we are discussing from the old edition format. Now we'll understand what is the difference between the GMAT Focus Edition as well as the old edition. This is the general meaning of the adaptive test. Alright, this will limit your score ceiling, right? If you get low, like if the accuracy is low, the score ceiling will get lower. Final score depends on both accuracy and difficulty level reached. Key differences. No, so what is the difference between the old GMAT and the GMAT Focus Edition adaptive test? GMAT Focus Edition adapts at section level. This is the key difference. It adapts at the section level and not at the question. Like for each question it does not adapt. It adapts for the group of questions, right? Difficulty doesn't adjust after each question but rather after group of questions. So it's very important that the initial 4-5 questions that you are marking in your test should be correct, right? In short, instead of adapting question by question, the GMAT Focus adjusts difficulty after per specific section of the test. I hope I am being clear. Any kind of doubts, do let me know in the comment section below. It's imperative that you focus a lot on accuracy. Obviously, you have to focus on speed as well, but you focus a lot on accuracy. Spend 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds extra to get that correct answer. Alright, at least in the initial 4-5 question set, right? Alright guys, before we continue with the video and understand the algorithm behind the adaptive test, we have an important announcement. So all the bundles for GMAT, GRE, SATs, TOEFL, IELTS, PT and EET are officially live. Do check out the demo lectures before enrolling for any of the Bodhi Trees bundles. The demo lectures link is in the description box below. Connect with us on this number if you want more details regarding our GMAT course. How does it function? Who is going to teach it? Are there mocks involved? How is the training pattern? How are you going to mentor us? Is it end to end, or only you are going to teach us? So there are different things for GMAT, for GRE. Get connected with the team, will help you out. There will be a customized solution for every student, because some students are good at verbal, some students are good at cons, some students are good at both, some students are bad at both. So there will be different kind of teaching methodology for each and every student based on your requirement. Let's continue with the video. So like I said in the previous slide, how does the algorithm work? That is what we are going to see in this particular slide. You start with medium difficulty questions in each section. Alright, for each section you make sure that the first 4-5 questions that you are focusing on should be correct. Right, the initial 4-5 questions you should focus on accuracy rather than the speed. Your performance in early questions determines the next set's difficulty, guys. Right, so it's imperative you get those first 4-5 questions set correct. Final difficulty range determines your scale score from 205 to 805. For example, guys, if you have a strong start, there'll be a harder next section, and your higher the score potential will go up. The ceiling, the highest score that you can get, that ceiling will go up. But if you have a weak start, then you'll get easier questions later on, and the ceiling will come down. Right, so you need to focus a lot on accuracy now. Key insight: your first set of questions, like I said, is extremely important, guys. Focus on getting those first set of questions right. That's very important. Alright guys, I hope you have understood the algorithm. Now we'll see how to beat the GMAT focus adaptive format. How do you beat that? Alright, point number 1, prioritize accuracy in the first 5 to 7 questions for each section. Like I've said, this is very important. This determines how hard your next batch will be, like the next set of questions. If you get them right, you will be placed in the higher difficulty bracket immediately. Take your time here, focus here, take your time, give some 5 seconds, 10 seconds extra for each question, but focus on accuracy. Accuracy is key in the first set of questions. It's better to be accurate than fast early on, right? It does not mean that you completely neglect speed. See, ideally, speed and accuracy should go hand in hand, but in the initial set of questions, focus more on accuracy. Like if you are giving 50-50 weightage, give 70% weightage to accuracy in the initial set of questions. Don't be afraid of hard questions. If you get hard questions, that is a good sign. If questions start getting really difficult, that's actually a good sign, right? It's a very good sign. It means you are in the higher scoring range. Don't panic. Use the review and edit feature wisely. GMAT Focus allows you to go back and change 3 answers per section, right? You can change 3 answers per section. Use this strategically for questions you marked as unsure. You can mark it, and if you feel that I can get the right answer later on, you can come back to that question. Pro tip: save your edits for the first half of the section where mistakes matter more, right? This is the pro tip. Reason being, if you get that, if the accuracy goes up in the initial set of question, the more difficult questions you get, you will be placed in the higher ceiling bracket of the GMAT score. Alright, point number 4, manage your time effectively. Unlike the old GMAT, fewer questions means each one carries more weightage, obviously. Avoid spending more than 2.5 minutes per question. Time is crucial. If stuck, make an educated guess and move on. It's better you move on. Don't get stuck. Don't let your ego come in between. It does not matter. Like, you have to focus. Like the initial 4-5 questions, you need to focus a lot. Later on, don't get stuck. Don't be spending 3 minutes, 4 minutes, because make sure you reach till the end of the each section, right? Avoid consecutive mistakes. This is key, right? I know if you get a difficult question, is not really in your hand. If you know that topic, you will be able to answer, but make sure you avoid consecutive mistakes. Getting multiple wrong answers in a row can significantly drop your score. If you are unsure about a question, space out your guesses, right? Space out your guesses. Don't guess continuously like the consecutive questions. Make sure you're not guessing answers to those questions. I hope I'm being clear. Any kind of doubts, guys, do let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so we are going to talk about common myths about GMAT focus adaptive scoring. Alright, we are going to debunk all these myths. Myth number 1, if I get an easy question, I must be scoring low. See, if you are getting a difficult question, that means that is definitely true that you have marked the initial questions correct in a correct order and then you're getting a difficult question. That means it's a good sign, but opposite is not true. Not necessarily some easy questions are highly weighted and still impact your score. Skipping hard questions will help my score. No, that does not. That is not true, guys. No, if you intentionally get easy questions, the algorithm will cap your score lower. Right? If you are intentionally skipping hard questions and you are making sure that you get easy questions, then your ceiling will be capped. Right? All questions carry equal weight. No. Harder questions at higher difficulty levels increase your score faster. There's this thing called as normalization, and in GMAT this is how the normalization works, right? Alright guys, before we close the video, before we end our discussion, how to get a 750 plus on GMAT Focus Edition. So I got a 750 plus, I got a 770. It was in the old GMAT, the earlier version, the earlier edition. But from my past experience, I am going to share a few pointers here. Start strong. It's essential that you start strong, and in your case you have to focus a lot on the initial 5 to 7 questions. Reason being, our GMAT it was question wise adaptive, yours is section wise adaptive, right? Don't panic if questions get harder. It means you are scoring in a higher bracket. It's a good sign. Use the review and edit feature wisely. Practice it in the mocks, right? Keep time management in check, right? You have to make sure that you have a lot of time as you come to the end of this section. Each question matters more now because the number of questions have reduced. Stay calm and confident. GMAT focus tests adaptability. So play smart, adapt, improvise, adapt, overcome, right? Alright, before we discuss the conclusion, scan this QR code, guys. There will be a free form that you need to fill. You'll get access to daily quizzes. These quizzes are not specifically, let's say, GMAT pattern, but the point is this will help you clear, like make a stronger foundation, make sure that your base is strong, make sure you understand all the concepts. So scan this QR code, you'll get like free access to all the Google Drives that we have, and there are daily quizzes in that. So make sure you start your day with this because consider it as a warm up. Easy questions, not very tough questions. There are data insight questions as well in this. Alright. Conclusion, the GMAT Focus Edition is all about strategy. Make sure you take mocks, make sure you have a mock taking strategy in place before you go to the GMAT. If you know how to use the adaptive format to your advantage, 750 plus is not that difficult and you can get into your dream MBA program, guys. Alright. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, don't forget to click on the like button. Do share it with your friends if you think they'll find this video useful. Also, click on the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you'll get notifications whenever we post such useful videos. tbtprep.io is our Telegram handle. We have recently started it and we put daily quizzes over there. We put these videos over there. There's a community over there. You can share your doubts, solve them with each other. We are also there in that group. If you have any doubts, you can ask over there as well. Instagram, where we post MBA current trends, we post how are the job trends, everything related to MBA on our Instagram, and YouTube is there. We bring such videos on YouTube on a regular basis. So don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. Thank you. See you in the next video.